Speaking of which, Amanda Seales just said that she's not looking forward to watching the movie about Serena and Venus's dad.
Oh, King Richard.
Yeah, she said she has no interest in watching that movie based on a biopic based on him.
Why?
Now asking me why, I say because she hate black men. She may say because she feels like he was such a hard father on them. However she might feel, but I feel like she just likes to take opportunities to just attack black men whenever she can. That's just it's based on history. She's shown that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that movie.
Oh yeah, me too.
I watched Tiger Woods' story on HBO Max, and I learned some things from it. And I feel like this is gonna be a movie, not gonna be like a series, but it'll be a movie. And I feel like Will Smith being a part of it and things. I think we're gonna get some information. We're gonna learn some more about it, and we're gonna see. We'll get like I said, watching Tiger's biopic or his docu-series, whatever. You see that his father was kind of cut from the cloth of Joe Jackson. So
but think about it. Mm-hmm. Not even just Tiger's dad, Richard Williams, Joe Jackson. That's the same era.
And that's what I'm saying. And that's what I mean.
Type of guys,
right, and that's what I mean. Those type of father figures are lacking a lot, nowadays. And to the outside looking in, or to the current world, they're tyrants, or they're hard, and da-da-da. And shout out to LeVar Ball, who's like the last of that dying breed. Who got his son successfully got some money, and the middle child is always the one you got.
Shout out to J. Cole.
But his oldest and youngest is now in the league, doing big things.
I mean,
and what I'm saying,
Jello is he's on the Hornets summer league team. You're right though. I tried, Jello. I tried.
Yeah, so you got 2 out of 3, which is good number, 66%. You know what I'm saying? He's shooting 66%. Can't go wrong with that. But yeah, like I said, I feel like Amanda just even nobody asked. Like nobody was like, "Yo, man, how do you feel about this?" But she just came out and felt like she needed to say, I'm not interested in it." And it was like, all right.
But that's what she does.
It's just like Matt Damon saying, "I'm no longer using the F word."
We never asked, but
yeah,
but inquired.
but when were you using that? What? Like what? Yeah.
Oh, and then
randomness.
Like to even say, like the whole story was just even wild hearing it, because like you're talking about one thing, because he was at the dinner table, and his daughter was like, "How can you say that word?" and storm off. "I'm not eating my spinach anymore," and walks up upstairs, and he's like, I was just joking. I used that. It was in a movie, and he quoted a movie that was from 2003, and it's like, dude, we in 2021.
And why were you quoting movies that your old movies at the dinner table? Again,
too much, man.
Randomness, randomness. Just Matt Damon.
Matt Damon. I mean, but see, the only difference between Matt Damon and Amanda Seales is Amanda stays on the internet and she throws her opinions
out there. And that's why I said her opinion seems to be so much anti-men, black men, like specific. Like it's like, okay, we get it. A man hurt you, get over it. Like, I mean, he didn't physically hurt you. He left you and moved on and found someone better.
It's I don't know what her gripe is with it. To me, I'm excited to see something like that because it gives you. I mean, it's not going to give you the whole story, but nothing ever gives you the whole story. You got to live that life to understand the whole story.
And it's glorified sometimes a little bit, made for Hollywood.
Right.
Be a little, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
But at the same time, I didn't know. I thought it was Venus and Serena. I didn't know they had so many more kids.
Yeah.
And then you think about the Joe Jackson, Gary, Indiana. You think about Richard Williams, Compton. You think about all these other fathers. From that time period that were hard on their kids. Most of people who survived and got out of the hood, because Granted, like Gary and Indiana, we seen it when we went to Chicago. When we went through it. We know Gary is. We know like Gary.
Industrial town. It's very it's very factories, and you get a factory job and you made it. Like that's the life.
He wants more for the kids. Like you don't want. You're not getting these kids into the gang life. You're not trying to get these kids on the street.
Right.
Because especially alcoholism takes everybody.
Yeah.
And granted, the '60s and '70s with Mike in the gang, like you didn't really have like the crack epidemic and stuff like that. But Venus and Serena had to grow up through that
in
stuff.
Compton,
So especially in Compton, like if you see shit snowfall, like they lived that, like you can easily come up in that life like that.
And then there's Laval and they was in not Calabasas. Where they lived in?
They in Calabasas now.
Yeah, but they grew up in a good area.
Chino Hills.
Yeah, Chino Hills. That's like right there. Like so they were like, how did he get his money? I hate to count his pockets, but
I don't know.
Cause we saw Laval's high school stats and stuff, the college stats. He wasn't going pro. He didn't play for international.
He was no Kendrick Perkins.
Yeah. So where did he get his money from? Did he sell some used cars or houses or something?
I think his wife, man. I don't know.
He married rich. I guess that's smart.
His wife, like Hubert Davis, man.
Hubert Davis. Shout out to Hubert Davis.